Today is the day when you're going to learn how to make a magic circle. Don't be intimidated by it. It's just a series of steps like anything else in crochet. You will start with yarn, a hook, scissors, of course, and a stitch marker. You will use your stitch marker to mark the first stitch of each round. You always want to use something to mark the stitch. It could be a loose piece of yarn of a different color, like red. Right? You could use red. Or a stitch marker. They come in different shapes, sizes, etc. But you always want to mark the first stitch of each round, otherwise you're going to lose track. Let's put that aside for a moment. I'm going to start with finger guns in my left hand because I'm right-handed. I will take the loose end of the yarn, drape it over the two fingers facing me, hold it down with my thumb. Then I'm going to work with the working yarn. That is the yarn that is connected to the skein. I'm going to go under the two fingers, creating an X, readjust my thumb to hold down the X under those two fingers. I will pull the yarn over the two fingers and hold it down between my ring finger and the pinky of my left hand. This creates two strands, a bottom strand and a top strand. I will then hold the hook with my right hand facing downward. I will go under the bottom strand, over the top strand, pulling the top strand under the bottom strand. Then I will twist it clockwise, like so. Okay? It creates an X. Do you see that X? Now, that X has, of course, two strands. This one, top one, and a bottom one. You're going to chain stitch under the bottom strand because the top strand is actually your loose end. You never want to work with your loose end. You want to work with your working yarn, right? The yarn that's attached to the skein. So you're going to go under this and then turn it, pull it through that loop that is around your hook. That secures your magic circle. I then hold the knot with my thumb and forefinger of my right hand, pulling my left hand out of the magic circle and readjusting my left hand into my normal position. And there is my magic circle. Okay, there is the magic circle. So I'm going to do this 2 more times just so that you remember how to do this. Let me undo this. So finger guns of my left hand, draping the loose end over my two fingers facing me, holding it down with my thumb. Then with the working yarn, I go under my two fingers, readjust my thumb to secure that X under my two fingers, pulling the yarn over my two fingers. I then hold it down between my ring finger and the pinky of my left hand. Hook in my right, I go under the bottom strand, over the top strand, pulling the top strand below the bottom strand, like so. I twist it towards me, which is clockwise. I then have an X. I want to do my chain stitch under this strand, this part of the X, because that is the working yarn. I then go under, hook, and then pull through the knot that is around my hook. And sometimes it's a little bit tight, so you just have to make sure to create that space. Hold the knot with my thumb and forefinger, pulling my left fingers out of the circle, readjusting, and there is my magic circle. One more time. And this time I won't talk you through it. Okay. Let's start doing 6 single crochets in the magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, so inside the circle, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 5, insert circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then finally 6. Now, here's where the magic happens. We've got our 6 single crochets, okay? Those are the V's, so you just hold it correctly, and we have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? What I like to do is I like to hold my fingers here as I tighten. I'm going to pull on the loose end. If it does not tighten when you pull on the loose end, you have not made a magic circle. But watch, it's tightening. There we go. All right. So now I want to hold it like this. Now don't worry about this. The strand is going to be there. But remember, we have to start with the first stitch that we made. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to go under both loops of that V. You see, it's the first stitch that we had made. And sometimes it's a little bit tight. So what we're going to do for the second round is we're going to do an increase in every stitch. So there are 6 stitches. We're going to do an increase, meaning that we're going to do 2 single crochets in every stitch. So yarn over, well, not yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, you see, this is the gap that we went into the first time, so we're going to go into this one again. But before we do so, we need to mark that first stitch of the second round. Otherwise, we're going to forget where we are. So this is the stitch that I made. I'm going to open my stitch marker and put it right under that V, like so. And I'll secure it. Now we're going to go back into that same gap, remember? The same V. We're going to go under it yet again, which creates that increase, so that by the end, you will have 12 stitches. You started with 6, you will have 12, because you're putting 2 in every single stitch. So that's 1, it'll say 1 increase, right? And then we are 2. And then we have to go back into the same gap, increase. Okay, let me create some more slack. Okay. We're now going to do 3 and then increase. So 3, increase, 4, increase, 5. 5 is going to be a little bit tough. I don't know. It's like a tight stitch, I guess I made. There it is. And then a 6th. And so there's the 6th. And this is why it was so important for me to mark that first stitch of this round, because otherwise I'm going to think that maybe I have 2 more stitches to go, but I actually only have 1. So I have to do 2 more under this V. So there's 1. Oh, let me try again. Slipped. There we go. And again. There we go. Okay, so there you go. And we need to tighten it even more. So what I'm going to do right now is, actually, I probably could tighten it now. Let me pull this. There we go. So you just keep pulling it, and then it tightens like so. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So it tightened into a circle. So there's our circle. And usually in each round, it'll be something like do 2 single crochets and then an increase on the third. So it's like single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet on the second stitch, and then 2 single crochets on the third stitch. When you follow the pattern, it'll tell you what you need to do. But this is how you get started on the magic circle. Hopefully this helps. You can go back through the video more slowly, but always remember to mark the first stitch of each round. Otherwise, you're not going to know what the final stitch of that round is and where you need to start the next round. So this is really, really important. And that's it. You've made a magic circle, and now you can start making your amigurumis. Thank you, everyone.